Hello everyone, tech1.com. My name is Sumit and here I'm with my new video in Salesforce, and the topic for today's video is we'll be going to discuss the Salesforce data table flow component, which is a new update in Salesforce Winter 23. So as all of you know that in Salesforce there is a flow functionality which is used mainly for the automation. And till now we were able to create records or perform the update operation in the object by using the flows. But now in Winter 23, there's a new beta component has been introduced by Salesforce, and with the help of that component we will be able to fetch the details from the object and fetch the records from the object and display all those records on a flow on a screen component by using data tables. So let me show you how do we do that. For this, you need to have the developer's account or the Salesforce account. And let me switch to my Salesforce account first of all. So this is my Salesforce interface, and the object which I'm going to use to display the records on a flow screen component, for that I will be using the lead object. So I got a lead object here, and my requirement is I would like to display all the leads on a flow screen component. And how do we do that? Let's have a look. So for this, first of all, I'll just search for the flows in setup. We'll open flows under process automation and click on new flows. The steps are very simple. If you follow the steps, you can easily build up this functionality. So I just set up the flow builder, and in this flow builder, I'm going to select the screen flow. And why are we going to select screen flow? Because we would like to display the data, we would like to display the records from the lead object on a flow. So that's why we'll be using screen flow. Click on create. So the very first thing we have to do is we have to create a get data element, get record data element in order to fetch the record from the lead object, from the Salesforce object. So I click on get record, and I'll just label this as fetch lead record. From which object? From lead object. You can perform this operation on any object. So here I'm using lead object. Is there any condition, any criteria? So no, I don't have any criteria. I would like to fetch all the records, or we can just have a look. We just wanted to fetch only those records whose lead status equals to open and not contacted. So I just want to list out only the current lead, open lead. No sorting. I would like to fetch all the records and click on done. And you can see we used to have enough. As you can see, there are only 3 records, open not contacted, but we have more records for the working contacted. So let's do one thing. Let's change the criteria. Otherwise, it will display only 3 records instead of open contacted. I'll just change this to working contacted. Working contacted. And click on done. Now we'll be going to create a new screen and we'll display the data element component on that screen. So I click on element and click on screen element. So I just label this as form 1. I'll do some customizations. I'll customize the header, and for footer, I remove the previous and the pause button. I'll just quickly display a label. Let's say text 1. And in this display text, I'm just going to display, let's say, lead record, just a label. It's not mandatory to add this text. That's your choice. If you want to do that, that totally depends on your choice. If you want to display the record, if you want to display any headings and all, you can do that. Otherwise, you can skip that. That's not it. Lead record. Now I'm going to add the component, and you can see there's a new component has been introduced. It's in a beta version. It is used to this is called a data table component, and it is used to display a table. And in that table, we can display the record which we have fetched in our previous system. So I just drag and drop this data table and just place this data table here. Now, how do we use this data table? First of all, the API name. So I just label this API name as lead. And if you would like to use the label as the data table, there's an option. Otherwise, we can skip that. And for example, if you want to add a label, so I can just say uh, all lead. The next step is to configure the data source. Where is the data source? We have to enter the record collection to populate the table. And this is the record collection variable we have created in the previous step, where we fetch the lead record. So I just say lead from the fetch record, this one. So that's the collection name. And the row selection mode will be multiple. So we can see is an option. See, row selection mode means do you want to allow user to make selection? For example, we have checkboxes. So do you want to allow user to make the selections? If yes, you have an option to multiple. Otherwise, I can say view only. So that means user can only view the record, or else we have other options for single or view. So I can just say view only. Then we have an option for configure columns. So this section is very important. We have to specify the columns which we want to display on a table. So I would like to display tables like name, company, email, lead status, created date. So in order to do that, we have to add a column like this, first column, and first I would like to display name. Done. Second column, I would like to add company. Done. Third column I want is email, and fourth is lead status. So email and lead status. Like as you can see, that's a lead status. So if you want a custom label, we can set a custom label also, and I just call this as a lead. That's a custom label. And I want one more created date at owner. So let's take it as created date, and created date and done. So I have added a couple of columns: full name, company, email, status, and created date. Also, if we want, we can set the component visibility, that this component will be visible if it meets a certain criteria or for a particular user or for a particular profile user. So that is also possible. Based on certain condition, we can set the component visibility. But I'm skipping this right now and click on done. Let's save this flow. I'll just write lead display flow and click on save. Now, either you can directly run this or you can debug this. So I'm just going to run it right now. So let me run this. And when I click on run, you can see this display me all the record. These are the lead records. Also, if see right now it's only in a view mode. For example, in form 1, I select the data table and I just change the selection to a single selection. Let's have a look. I just change this to single selection, save this and run. For single selection, we'll be getting this radio button. And if I just change that to multiple selection, so basically this can be used to perform further actions. If you want to perform some further action, we can change that. So right now I just set this to multiple selections. I save this and run this. See, we can select multiple records. For example, we would like to send emails to the selected lead or to perform some operations to the selected record. That operation can be performed in next step. So that's the way we can create a Salesforce data table flow component in order to display the record from an object. That's all in this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this so don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel to get more updates. You can also press the bell icon to get the latest updates about the videos. You can post your comments in comment box. And if you are looking for a customized training on Salesforce, you can reach out to us on www.aitech1.com, or you can contact us on the given number. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.